in Portland ended as all of their other 6 seasons in existence did, with no trip to the playoffs. A foot injury sidelined star center Bill Walton for 31 games, and coach Lenny Wilkins was fired. Numerous changes came that offseason. 2 new players from the defunct ABA came to Portland, including enforcer Maurice Lucas, giving Portland another inside force to complement Walton. In all, 7 players were Blazers for the first time, and they turned to one man to put it all together. We saw the potential of this group before the season even started.
8 days into training camp, I saw this was going to be special. I just stopped practice, and I brought them all together, and I said, look, guys, we can win. Now, these guys had never won before. The Portland team had never had a 500 season, had never been to the playoffs. And most of the players had never been on a winning team in the NBA. And they kind of looked at me, and they said, win? I said, yeah, win. Maybe win the whole thing.
Ramsey brought an unbridled enthusiasm and unmatched organization with him in coming over from the Buffalo Braves. But it was his wardrobe that was most remembered, even if he wanted to forget it.
When I close my eyes at night, that's what I see, those colors just sort of rolling through my eyelids there. And when I opened it up and I saw Jack Ramsey there actually dressed like that, I knew something special was in the air.
He was the only man that looked like he belonged on the golf course. He didn't even have golf clubs, which was amazing.
It was a time of revolution and freedom of dress and behavior, in a sense. You know, I was just part of that.
The home fans were perhaps the biggest component of Blazer Mania, inspiring their team to a 45-6 record that season at home, including an undefeated 10-0 in the postseason.
The building had an intimacy about it where the crowd seemed to be right on the floor. The crowd noise was considerable. Opposing teams hated to come here.
The championship run survived a first-round scare from the then Western Conference Bulls. The 3-game series tied at 1 game apiece. The Portland fans would get their first playoff memory.
Shot clock now with 7 seconds. Howard hit. That's it. Portland has won the first playoff series of its young lives.
The conference semis brought the Nuggets, winners of the Midwest Division, whom the Blazers dismantled in 6. The conference final, the Pacific Division champion Lakers, another favorite, led by their own superstar center from UCLA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Lakers star system was overpowered by the Blazers' team concept as Portland swept LA in 4 straight. Now only Dr. J and the Sixers stood in the way of the Blazers' first NBA title. The championship series began poorly in Philly as Portland dropped the opening 2 games. Game 2 saw an ugly brawl between Bobby Gross and Daryl Dawkins, a moment that remains somewhat fresh in one of the participants' minds.
What I remember and what I've seen on the tape are 2 different things now.
Dawkins hustling back. Gilliam inside. Dawkins just yanks Gross down to the ground and jumps back up.
At that point, I got up, and I don't know, I was really upset, and I don't even know what I said to him. But it got him upset.
And then Daryl said, oh, yeah, and he swung at him, and Bobby just stepped back out of the way, and there was Doug Collins who was holding Bobby. Doug Collins gets hit in the mouth.
And Richie Powers is pushing Ramsey away. And now, Daryl Dawkins and Maurice Lucas. Somebody do something. It's Dawkins and Lucas. Dawkins and Lucas. Jack Ramsey pushing Dawkins. And now they pull Lucas back.
And Doug Collins never played well again the rest of his career.
Back at home, the Blazers regrouped and got back in the series. After taking Game 5 in Philly, it was back to Portland for the clincher with Blazer Mania in full swing.
There's McInnes. Lucas comes out. McInnes for the tie. It's off. Bogey is there.
The Portland Trailblazers have won the World Championship.
These are special guys, and I've never been able to get a group like that together since. I don't know that they've ever been on a team like this one. I kind of doubt it. And that's why this is such a memorable occasion that we've been able to get everybody back here together. It's a great sport.